Mic check. Mic check. Hey yo, Mike. Mic check. Oh, I see a swag monkey in the chat. What's going on, everybody? Oh my god, it's that little jackdaw. Where do you guys get these insane... Oh, yeah. Mic check. Where do you guys get these crazy ass... What the hell is this? Streaming urination. Who else is doing this Legion event in Diablo? Never played Diablo. Always looked cool. I think I tried to get the first one when it came out and I didn't have a computer that could run it. Unfortunately. Anyway, guys, what's going on? How are you? I got a very exciting class. I'm going to make up for the fact that we did not have one last week. I put a lot of effort into getting this one good to go, which is very exciting. I'm in my Hooters gear. Dude, I know, it's been so long. How we doing, Bob and Doug? Main Game Boy says made some brownies. That sounds good. Did you put nuts in them or no nuts? Alright, I guess I'll just get right to the face cam, right? Try to switch it over. Oh, my hand is bothering me. Alright, let's jump in. 3, 2, 1. I don't want no scrubs. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging at the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Put chocolate chips in your brownies. Did you guys like the 8-bit remix at the beginning there? I have to give props to this channel. I don't know who he is. I didn't get permission from the guy, but I have been using occasionally there's this 8-bit channel. This guy Raxlin, Raxlan Slice, Raxlin Slice, that does actual 8-bit remixes of like every single song, and they all sound amazing. And so I had to download that one. I mean, I went right on there and I was like, dude, I gotta do it. I gotta use it. So anyway, you guys may know the last week there was no stream, and the reason is because I was at a wedding for my cousin. Mazel tov to him. It was in Milwaukee. It was my first time in Milwaukee. Anybody in the chat live in Milwaukee, or has anybody been to Milwaukee in the chat? It was a beautiful city. I was extremely pleasantly surprised. Not American. I was really surprised. I didn't really know what to expect going out there, honestly, and I knew that it was I knew it was like a city in terms of like like urban feeling, I guess, but I didn't know if it was gonna be like young or old or kind of like hick or I don't know what, but it was so cool. It was really young. The city was beautiful. The weather was perfect. I know it's not like that all year, but like right now, it was amazing. And their wedding was outdoors, which I feel like you're kind of signing up for a whole like league of other issues when you have like an outdoor wedding. But the weather was perfect. The wedding went amazing. It was just like a great weekend. Amazing art museum out there. The food out there was crazy. It was a good time. But I feel bad that I wasn't able to stream with you guys last week. So I really wanted to, get some extra engagement in with you guys this stream by showing off everybody's drawings from last week. And so I have them all on my computer here. We're gonna look through them on the stream, and I'm gonna pick one which I'm gonna make into an emote for the channel. so that you guys will be able to use it on the channel. I would also like to turn Swag Monkey into an emote. That's also on the list. But anyway, how have you guys been, man? I missed you. I also have a very cool drawing for us to do today. I figured it was, time we did something that was just like a hard image. Not difficult, but hard, like freaking sick. So I drew something really fresh for us to draw. I actually couldn't think of anything. Was that a raptor in the Grim Reaper? You got a really quick look at it. I'll show it to you guys. Sneak peek. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen. I sent it to myself so you guys can get a better look at it. But this is the drawing that we're gonna do later. It's two velociraptors playing basketball, which is kind of the type of thing that I drew when I was a kid. And when I was like trying to think, what should we draw today? I was like, let me just draw something that's like freaking epic. And so this is what we came up with. So I'm going to show you guys how to draw this today. I think it'll actually take no time at all to get through this. And then I think what's also great about this is that there's going to be a lot of room for like details, which is one of my favorite parts about drawing. Is once you have the meat and potatoes done, you get to kind of like, cook it a little bit, like put different patterns or colors or stuff like that. So just woke up from a small 7-hour nap. This is my 7-hour nap. I think my body sensed the Beetle Moses stream. We here, baby. We out here. What else did I want to tell you guys? I also have been, so you guys that are on the Patreon might know, I've been drawing like a freaking maniac the last 2 days, because I got back 2 days ago from Milwaukee. I had some busy work I had to do. I had a ton of what does it say? Pope Alexander the Fourth says, it's been a while since I dipped into the stream looking for some motivation. Dude, I got you, baby. We're gonna get motivated. Stick around. We're gonna draw together. We're gonna talk about art. We're gonna talk about all this. That reminds me of, there was something I wanted to show you guys, but it's okay. Maybe I'll still pull it up later. Yeah, my email's been blowing up with the new Beetle comic lately. Yeah, if you guys are on the Patreon, Cold Cuts patrons get early access to Beetle Moses and YOLO Swag Studios comics. And so I've been like I pretty much yesterday was like, well, okay, the first day I got back, I was extremely backlogged on print orders getting mailed out. Not extremely backlogged, but like a week and a half. It was like, I had some orders that had been sitting there just a little too long. I got like an email from a person or two that were like, hey, is my order on the way? And I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm one, in the middle of a move, and which is true, and two, in Milwaukee for a wedding right now, but as soon as I get back, I'll mail it out. So I had to send out a bunch of those prints. I sent one of them to freaking Korea, which is crazy. I was going to say it was the first time that I've mailed one of my prints to Asia, but it's actually not true. I mailed surprisingly early on, like I want to say like 4 or 5 months ago even, I mailed a print, I forget what, to India. And it was like the longest address I've ever written on a thing. It literally was like the person's name, and it was like, this was the address, street this, building number this, flat this, room this, box this person. Like, it was like 7 lines. I was like, Jesus Christ. I had to screenshot it because I was like, what is this freaking address? And I'd never mailed something that far out there before, so when I mailed it out, I was like, good luck. I hope this gets to you. I wrote it how you guys wrote it out, but I couldn't guarantee. But if somebody doesn't receive their print, it's rare that they don't, I'll get an email about it, and they'll let me know, and I'll just mail them another one. But I didn't hear anything from that person, so I'm assuming no news is good news. I'm assuming that it reached India okay. That was a few months ago, but this was my first time sending something to Korea, and when I saw that like address, I was like, damn, that's so crazy. Just to think that like, it's weird to think that, because I signed them all, right? So it's like, it's my art, but it's, my art, on one thing I could say like, oh, my art is in a different country, but That's also the power of the internet. Like, your art is everywhere in the country, but I sign it, so it's like, damn, my handwriting, like my art and my signature, is in Korea. Like, it's and like that's like so weird to think about. Like, a country that I would love to visit, but I've never been to. It's a million miles away from me, and but power of the mail, it gets out there. First time chatter, what's up? How you doing? And by the way, I know I'm plugging a lot of stuff early on because I'm talking about the TF2 update reel. Wait, all right, I'm gonna say that in a sec. I know I'm plugging the Patreon because I got a lot of comics on there. Those are really cool if you want to support me. But the other thing I gotta let you know, I still have a bunch of these stickers, which are technically not for sale, but they are included in every print order. So when you order a print from me, you get the print, you get it signed, and you also get a little freaking sticker. They're very fresh and glossy. I have one on my computer. So if you want one, you place a little order. Alright? I'm going to slap one of those stickers on a cop car. Let's see here. Okay, Natty the Panda. I got to read this comment here. Wait, hang on a second. Wait, I got something. Found you on Twitter. You're very funny. Thank you, Moi and Noir. I appreciate it. Babadook said, I got one. It was a good excuse to order another couple of prints. That's awesome. Thank you. I still have a bunch of them. I'm working through them as the orders come. Everybody's getting one. So if you want a Beetle sticker, because I'm probably not going to re-up on this exact design. So if you want to get this one, it's maybe your only chance. And I got them there for you with the prints. And I got a bunch of new prints, too. I got a bunch of stuff. Look at this. I got them like all filed away right here. You want to see what I got? Let me show you. Yeah, here, I'll just give you one example. Look at this one. I still have some of this. Remember this comic? Look, and it's signed at the bottom here. It's the two crocodiles pulling apart a gazelle, and then they accidentally bump snouts like Lady and the Tramp. And then they're all bashful about it. So that's a signed print. It's on this gorgeous CAD stock paper, and I put my little signature on it. You could have a little autographed piece of art from me. And a sticker in the mail. It's all on my website. All right. That's the last time. I'm not gonna plug any more shit. I know you guys are already here, so I'm not gonna tell you. Okay. Natty the Panda. TF2 update reel. TF2 update reel. TF2 broke its all-time. That's Team Fortress 2, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know. I don't actually play that game. I just know the acronym. Team Fortress 2 broke its all-time player peak. Quite neat. Something else that's neat is Beetle fact. Bushman Arrow Poison Flea Beetle. What in God's name? Kind of unusual that the Latin name is actually shorter than the full name. What is it? Bushman Arrow Poison Flea Beetle. Arrow Poison Flea Beetle. Oh my God. Is this it? Whoa! Oh yeah, that's sick. Amazing recommendation as always, Natty. Okay, let me put this right here. What the hell? Oh, this is to kill them, I guess. That's sad. This is the bug. I love it. Who would want to kill this? Let's see, maybe there's a hint here. Females cover their eggs with feces, there's a reason, which are retained by larvae during their entire development as protection from predators and parasites. Native African San people, or San, learned of the poisonous properties of the pupal hemolymph. They dig up the pupa and apply the hemolymph as poison on arrows. What? What a wild-looking animal and a crazy ability. Thank you, Natty the Panda. That is freaking sick. Ew. Not you. It's interesting. But also, ugh. What if you give me one for free because you're a really cool guy and the price for my loyalty is one sticker? I'll consider it, alright, Natty? I really like you, so I do want to keep you around. Your loyalty is very important to me. Beetles are amazing. Beetles are amazing. They're very diverse. They're very interesting. And this is a crazy one. Thank you for the suggestion. I gotta say, nobody reminded me. I did it anyway because I'm very smart. Nobody reminded me to change the new subscriber's sound, which we talked about on last stream. I told you guys on the last stream, I was like, please let me know. All right? Please let me know because I'm going to forget. But that's really funny because somebody suggested it. Nobody reminded me, so shame on you. But I did it anyway. So if we get a new subscriber this stream, you'll see. Anyway. Okay, Beetle, I'm a little English peasant boy from the 1800s. I cannot afford a print. That's okay. At least you can watch for free here, and I'll show you the ropes. Now, before we do anything, just tuning in, did I miss going through the animals in Discord? No. I'm actually going to do that right now. Right now. Oh. Wait a minute. What the that was not the noise. Babadook is gifting 1 tier 1 sub to the community. They gifted it to Kiva Meyer. But you guys didn't hear it, right? It just sounded like the regular chime. Hang on a second. Pause. What the hell? I swear to God, I changed it. It says it right here. Why did it not work? Wait a minute. Hang on a sec. Edit. I think it was the gift sub. That's why it was just because it was gift sub. Hang on a sec. Babadook, I'm going to give you your flowers in a sec, but let me just... I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it real quick. Did you guys hear that? Okay. Damn, it's because it was a gift sub. I just changed it. And also, the animation wasn't right on the gift sub either. What's going on? Streamlabs? What the hell's going on? I'm on the right thing. Oh, so you know. Okay. Title Fighter! Subscribed at tier 1! Title Fighter! And Babadook! I'm sorry that the sound didn't work the first time around. And also the wrong animation played too. I don't know what's going on with Streamlabs, alright? But you guys got it that time around. That was good. Title Fighter! Subscribed at tier 1. Babadook gifted a tier 1 sub to Kiva Meyer. Amazing. Amazing. Scam. We want the noise. Anyway, okay. Let's get into everybody's little thing here. Hang on a sec. So you guys, who's first time watching or all right, I need either first time watching or just you if you weren't here last week, like the last stream that we did. Or if you're actually, more importantly, I guess that's really, I didn't even announce it on last stream. It's in the Discord. So you guys that are watching, a lot of you already know. I'm never here. A lot of you already know. Some of you may not know. First timers, Hot Jared, welcome. Welcome. Streaming Urination, welcome to you as well. Oh, Dixie Knight, firsty as well. Brewski B. Whoa, my God, look at all these. Not first stream, but I wasn't around last time. All right. If you are in the Beetle Moses Discord, which is totally free, if anybody wants to drop the Discord link in the chat, you can join right now. It's totally free. We just broke 200 members on there, which is amazing. That is kind of how I'm communicating with you guys when I'm not live. Thank you, Babadook. Basically, when I was letting everybody know, well, first of all, that's where everybody's going to be posting their art at the end of the stream. I think people are also posting it to Twitter and, like other places as well. But in the Discord, that's where everybody has been like posting their drawings when the stream is done. We've all been able to look at them together, which is really fun. And it's also a way that I can message you guys and let you know what's going on with the stream. Because it's a little bit like, I'm not really on a consistent schedule at this point. Anyway, when I found out, or when I was made aware that I was not going to be able to stream last week, I gave everybody in the Discord a homework assignment, which a lot of you guys completed, which is really cool. And I said that we would I would I would give you, oh, basically the assignment was that everybody had to draw a fusion of two animals. Okay? So one animal and another random animal, and then you have to draw a fusion of the two animals. Somebody in the chat discovered a like random animal selector. My dog ate my homework. The somebody found like a random animal selector that you could use online, and it was basically giving people two animals to work with. So it was like they were assigned two animals. And I told everybody that we were gonna look through the drawings on the stream, everybody's fusion animals, and then I was gonna select one to be an emote on the channel for the next stream. I'll pick one live when we look through it right now, and then I'm gonna make it an emote so that on the next stream we'll be able to use your little creature as an emote in the Twitch chat. All right, how's that sound? We got a bunch of cool submissions from everybody, and I don't know why it was so difficult to do it, but I was able to move them into an album on my computer so that we can just scroll through it together. Oh, Trash Bin's in the chat. That's a local celebrity. Howdy, partner. How you doing? Okay, let's look through these together, guys. Ready? I'm going to pull them up, starting with a very good one. All right, I'm just going through not how you guys sent them to me. They're in alphabetical order, okay? Here's the first one. Drag this down here. Oops. Whoa, look at that. Let me open this up a bit. Yeah, that is freaking fresh. And I just titled it everybody's name so I can tell you who drew it. All right. This one is by our resident Babadook, who is in the chat. They did an incredible job drawing these. These are so sick. We have a crow and a fly on the left and a rat and a centipede. And can I just say, amazing choices for your style as well. Anybody who's in the chat and has seen Babadook's drawings, they also posted a very fresh drawing of Rusty Cage, like a Rusty Cage in a bar setting. You are so good at this kind of like dark, twisted, creepy look. I'm not doing a good job describing it, but you have such a distinct style, and you did such a good job picking creatures to fuse together that were going to fit your style. So I'm extremely proud of you. These look amazing. Amazing. Love these. Love these, Babadook. Okay, let's look through the next one. Everybody say, great job, Babadook. We love you. Okay, next. This one is from Butterfly Motor. Let me adjust so you guys can see it better. This one is a bear and a deer or an elk. Whoops, I'm just getting ahead of myself here. Absolutely love this one too. They said it was their first time using a watercolor pen. Was this did you do this digital or was this by hand? I can't actually tell. It looks very natural. Love the shading, love the colors, love that you included a background as well. Amazing. And I think you did a really good job fusing the two animals too. You took a really distinct part of the elk and you were like, you know what? I don't really think it needs anything other than the antlers for you to know that it is. If I saw this in the woods, I would be shitting my pants. You did a great job. Butterfly Motor, if you're watching right now, I'm not sure if you're in the chat. This is extremely fresh. Great use of color. Great use of the pencils or the materials that you had on hand. Absolutely love it. All right. On to the next, guys. Everybody got a good look at this one? I like it. It has the white fur. I think this, this is either part of the elk. Oh, maybe that's part of it. That's cool. All right, on to the next. This one is by Gorilla Gonk. This was a mix of I'm forgetting the name of the animal. I know that it was a tortoise and a horned lizard. That was the other one. So they included the ability of the lizard to shoot blood out of its eyes, which is freaking awesome. The hell, I'm currently an AI trying to see how our Jewish babies will look like. All right. Shout out Angie in the chat. This is a very fresh drawing. I love the I love the angle that you used here. I think this is a really good dynamic, and I like dynamic angle rather than just looking at it from a side. We're looking at it like kind of at an angle, which is extremely fresh. Not easy to do. And I also like the cross hatching that you used here. Good use of texture without too much color. The use of red in the blood for the eyes is very fresh as well. Love it. Gorilla Gonk, great work. Alright, we're moving on. This one, Jorge. Shout out Jorge. He actually drew several iterations, which I think there's actually another iteration. I think this was the first one. So if this is not the one that he wanted me to show, I gotta say. Oh, Big Bear Guy. Cosmod, first time chatter. I don't think this is the one he wanted me to show, but I have the other one. I just wanted to show you guys because I thought this was a really cool drawing. This is a mole bat. Mole bat. Really cool. Kind of reminds me of, did you guys read Roald Dahl books as a kid? You know the artist, I think his name's like Quentin Blake. He had this style of drawing, which this reminds me of. This very like scratchy, loose line work type. See what I'm talking about? Very cool. Love this. I think this was sort of the blueprint for the final product, but I also love just the idea of a mole and a bat that's such a good combo. This was the final product, mole bat. Very fresh. There you go. Jorge. Great work. I like that. This one's actually kind of interesting that the bat in the first iteration had wings here, because I think that's the first thing that people think of when you think of a bat. But I actually like that you made it a little bit more of a challenge to yourself, and you're like, you know what? Let me do the ears. The ears are going to be the thing, and also give them these long, creepy hands, something that are like halfway between a wing and an arm. Very creepy, very cool. Love it, Jorge. Great work. Great work. I like the star nose as well. Cosmon, first time on stream. I'm a loyal Cold Cuts patron. Let's go, baby. Love the content. Let's go. This one was by Jandrox. Shout out Jandrox. I freaking love this one. This was a sheep armadillo. I mean, what can you say about it? It freaking nailed it. Love the shading. And also, if you guys look at it closely, like the detail, there's actually like, let me make this bigger. Like proper shading, shadows on the side, as well as some cross hatching here. Love the eye. Also gives it that kind of like, it's like a sheep, but it's like from another planet. Jandrox absolutely killed this one. Simple, easy. Looks like it could be a real animal, like on another planet. This is awesome. Love this color in the background. You guys probably know, viewers at home, that I freaking love this color of like periwinkle purple. It's basically the color that I made the Beetle Moses character. I'd always draw him with this color, so I gotta say, absolutely based periwinkle purple. Love it. Great work. Fantastic work. You guys are killing it. Jandrox, you killed it. You killed it, buddy. Okay, main Game Boy. We got several iterations of this one. This is the famed creator. I don't want to misspeak, but I'm pretty sure this is the famed creator of the Swag Monkey drawing, which has become something of a legend in the Beetle Moses Discord. Main Game Boy. This was, I believe, I wrote here main Game Boy 1, which to me says there is a main Game Boy 2. I think this was a first iteration of a hedgehog cat, which is awesome. Love this one. I also love the inclusion of the hand. Maybe it wasn't even intentional, but I think it's actually a really good way to show the size of the animal. Hand for scale. We can see that they're in the hand, which is perfect. I think it was a great inclusion. I think he did a great job with this. And also, I just love the combination of hedgehog and cat. I love those two animals. My entire Instagram For You Explore page are those two animals. And now here they are, combined on a piece of paper, drawn by somebody who I care very deeply about. And let me move on to the next one. And this was the finished product. Dude, you freaking knocked it out of the park. I love this animal. I wish it existed. Can we petition to make this an animal? It really could be. There could be a Pokemon. I love this one. And I gotta say, it was quite clever of you. I don't know if you did this on purpose, but it was quite clever of you to make this a ping with a transparent background. Because if I wanted to make an emote, this would be very easy to add to my Twitch chat. Just saying. Love this drawing. Freaking loved it. Great job. Love the eyes. Very expressive face. I just love this, man. I love your style of drawing, man. Keep it up. Please keep drawing. Please keep drawing. This is awesome. Mr. Universe Squid. Another incredible one. This one was cracking me up in the chat because I saw I saw Mr. Universe Squid posts. Oh, citing in the chat. He's here. I saw Mr. Universe Squid post that he got the combination of camel and parrot, and was like, like screenshotted it, and was like, what in God's name am I going to do with this? And everybody was responding with the carrot emoji on Discord, which I thought was funny because it was like a camel and a parrot. Camel, parrot. What am I going to make? And everybody was like, a carrot. Which is funny. But, dude, I am extremely proud of you. You took two animals which actually have no business being combined at all. And I think you did a really, really good job. I'm pretty sure that anybody would be able to look at this and tell you that that is what this is a combination of. That it's half camel and it's half parrot. And you know what? It's not even because of the hump. I think you did a great job with the face of the camel, the neck, legs and hooves. Love the shading, the wings, the eye, even the eyes, the detail of the combination of the big camel eyes with the eyelashes, but it's still got that parrot like white spot about it. You absolutely crushed it. I freaking love this drawing. You did an amazing job. You did an amazing job. Who else we got here? Oh my god, I love this one too. Everybody's so good. Rubik. This was a walrus toad. Or a frog. What is it, a frog and a walrus? I should have written down what the actual ones are, but they're all good enough that I can pretty much assume what it is. It's either a frog or a toad and a walrus. I absolutely love this one. I think you didn't push it too far in either direction. You did a great job, like, getting the frog shape. I think it actually was kind of a challenge, I would assume, to incorporate the frog thing, because it's kind of a featureless animal. Like, there's really nothing remarkable about frogs. You could say the back legs, but you'll notice that Rubik here actually did not even include the back legs. The notable thing about frogs are their silhouette, like their stature. They're very squat, and they've got these little legs. You know what I mean? And I think that you did an amazing job taking a walrus, which is something that has very distinctive features, and just squishing it into a frog silhouette. It's an amazing drawing. I love the shading. I love the color work. This is 100% A++. You crushed it. Crushed it, big dog. Love it. Let's see. Special D. I really like this one too. This is really great. Making great use of the materials that you have on hand. A lot of these drawings have been digital, which I love, but I also love seeing people draw things by hand. I think we also saw Jorge had drawn his pen on paper. Love this. The use of the pencil shading, and I think this is a fantastic drawing. This is a gazelle seal? Is that right? Special D. This guy Def teaches a night class at a community college. Is that it? Is that you special dedication? Special D. You crushed it, man. This is great. I think you did a fantastic job. Am I getting it right that it was a seal and a gazelle? Dude, amazing. I love the shading. I love the way that you drew the head of the gazelle and a seal. I would have drawn it exactly like this. Maybe not as good. Maybe not. And I love the inclusion of the seagull in the background. How can I forget about him? What a handsome guy. The inclusion of one other object It paints a picture of where you might find this creature in the wild. They're not in the... Oh! Spoiler! They're not in the dunes of Africa. They're on a sandy beach. Sandy beach. Did you guys see that other one? I had to include it. Special dedication, A++, 100%. You crushed it. I freaking love this drawing. Spoomiak. Spoomiak? This guy in the chat. I literally was... I texted in the chat. I was like, hey guys, for your next homework assignment, you guys... I would love if you guys drew a fusion of two animals. And it was like, I literally typed that message, and not even like 0.7 seconds later, this one was sent in the chat. And I was like, dude, what? Like this, I was like, wait, this is supposed to last you a week. How the hell did you get this done? He revealed that he had it locked and loaded. All right, he already had it on tap for some other purpose. But even just to have found it in his camera roll that fast, incredible. Love this drawing. Love this drawing. It is great. The Spyro Sonic. Yeah, Sponic. It's immediately recognizable. You took two characters, they fit together perfectly. Oh, and look who's that right behind there. Another one. What do you think of these two? Nobody commented on my Sonic. It took me a really long time to draw that. Nobody said a word. You guys don't think it looks good? I thought it looked good. Anyway. Spoomiak. I love your Sonic. Thank you. Thanks. I wanted him to be like really uncomfortable in a Hooters, like what, like, and especially that no one else is there, and I'm just picturing him like, hello, like where? I thought it was a photograph. Anyway, Spoomiak, great work. I know that you drew this for a different purpose, but I'm sure that whatever you drew this for, whatever the other reason was, I'm sure they loved it too, because I love it. Next, and then honorary mention. I had to include this. Oh, what the hell just happened? Oh, crap. Wouldn't be a Beetle stream if there was not some insane... There we go. Oh, wait. It almost did it again. I think I'm getting too close to the bottom here. Anyway. Jorge drew the gang all together. Everybody is in this picture. Take a look around. Find your guy. They're in there. Love the rat centipede in here. And the hedge cat. Toad walrus. Horned tortoise lizard. We've got the carrot. Bear elk. Sponic. Mole rat. The sheepadillo. And then I don't know who's up here. I don't know who that is, but I like them too. This one's great. Yeah, this is some serious, like, I'm assembling a team type shit. Jorge, I don't know if you're listening right now. If you're in the chat, maybe you'll be watching the VOD. Shout out. Love this extra credit work. This is freaking awesome. This is awesome. I know you may want to keep this for yourself, but I'll just say I got a P.O. box if you want to send this to me. I would love to hang this on my wall. It's a great drawing, and it reminds me of all of you guys. So, just put that out there, all right? You guys know I got a P.O. box, right? My poor Sciantelope was just out of shot. Oh, is this? Oh, no. Your Sciantelope. Yeah, what happened to the Sciantelope? Why did they just couldn't make it to the water in time? I honestly like that, though. It's very, very memorable looking. Not the gazelle seal. All right, guys. Yeah. Oh, you said weren't you getting a new P.O. box? Yes, I was, because I am in the middle of a move. But I didn't like... It actually looks like I'm probably going to be moving into there in August. And my P.O. box was going to run out at June. And I didn't like the idea of not having a P.O. box for like a month, because I need it when I mail things out. Like I need to have a return address. So unfortunately, they don't let you renew for like a month or two. I had to renew for 6 months. But whatever, because I still got I had to get one of these anyway. See? Beetle Moses. P.O. Box 9403. 3255 Northwest 94th Ave, Coral Springs, Florida 33075. I can write it down for you guys. It's I really should post it more because I do love getting little presents in the mail. Doxed. I do love getting little presents in the mail, but I always forget to post that I had a PO box. We are recording. We are recording. So anyway, do you guys want me to write my PO box in the chat? Just in case, if you want to screenshot it, all right, I'm gonna write it in the chat. It's actually easy. You don't have to put the whole thing. It's just you just write PO box 9403 Coral Springs, Florida 33075. That's it. If you want to screenshot it, you want to send me something. I got a bunch of your art on my wall. I got a bunch of your art in my on my work desk here. I get cool things from you guys every once in a while, and I save everything. I love when I receive stuff from you guys. This War Bad was a gift in the mail. I did not order this myself. Can you believe that? Somebody sent it to me. Somebody anonymous. I don't even know who it was. I posted it on my thing and nobody owned up to having created it or having made it for me, but it's like a staple part of my room in my life now. Oh, by the way, just funny meme. I know I told you guys before that I just sent a print to Korea. It was a Banksy print. Kind of funny, right? Of all prints, I don't know why that one. But yeah, the Banksy comic is the one that I sent out to Korea. So not only does Beetle have fans across all continents and all nations, Banksy has haters across all continents. All right. Anyway, let me just say, I am so proud of all of you guys. I love all of these drawings. Love, love, love. It's extremely hard for me to pick a favorite. In fact, I would say I don't even know that I necessarily have a favorite. All right, I love them all. But I gotta say, in terms of emoji ability, I think the hedge cat has gotta take it. This I think is gonna be a perfect emote for the channel. It's a perfect size and shape, and it's already cut out for me. I just can upload it and you guys can use it next week. It'll take no time at all. So, main Game Boy, you crushed it, big dog. Everybody give it up. Congratulations. Great work. Freaking love this one. Swaggy emote. I'll try to get more of you guys in there too, because I am so proud of all you guys. You all did. Let's just do one more walkthrough real quick from the beginning. All right. This one, Babadook, you are so freaking skilled. Never stop drawing. I would actually love to see a series of more like this. I actually think that you did such a good job with this animal fusion work. I would say you could lean into this even more. I think these are really, really cool. Or just different types of I would like to see you draw more creatures. You're very good at drawing people and scenes, but I think you really shine. In my humble opinion, I think you really shine when it comes to monsters and creatures and creepy crawlies. I would love to see you do more stuff like this. I really don't say that lightly. Great work. Butterfly motor. I freaking love this bear. You did a great job. I love it. Gorilla Gonk. We got this one early on. I knew that it was going to be a good assignment the second that I saw it, because I was like, yo, that is fucking fresh. Great job, Gorilla Gonk. Jorge, I cannot sing your praises enough. We got 2 of these, and you gave us that Avengers Assemble drawing. Above and Beyond. Jandrox, talk about Above and Beyond. This looks amazing. It's professional grade. I would put this on a t-shirt. If I were you, I think you could sell this on a t-shirt. Or you could open a craft beer shop called the Sheepadillo. What do you think about that? You could start brewing IPA or something. I would get if there was a beer and there was a Sheepadillo on the side of the beer, you know how quickly I would grab that thing off the shelf? Somebody back me up here. Jandrox, I think you got a good little brand logo right here. I'm just saying. Oh, Kirby 890 is gifting a tier 1 sub to Fighty Sarah 08. No, Kirby 890. Thank you. I really don't understand why. Sorry, I gotta jump back into Streamlabs real quick. Is anybody good with hang on. Is anybody good with Streamlabs? Why the hell? Why the hell? Give your long subscribed viewers something fresh. Okay, gift sub. Community gift sub. Oh, wait, maybe this is it? Oh. Ah, this is why. Guys, this is why. I figured it out. It's actually my fault. Hang on. Bear with me. Don't touch that dial. We're going to get right back in a second. It was this. It's because it was you guys are gifting community subs for some reason. That's a separate thing. I guess it's like as opposed to gifting to someone specific. If you gift one to the community, there it is. Sound volume. Jesus Christ, that's gonna be too loud. Let me turn that down a bit. Okay. Now we're good. Sorry about that, guys. Kirby890, I freaking love you, baby. Hell yes, work couldn't stop me from seeing cropped Hooters stream. Turn up, everyone. Wear your crop tops. Let's freaking go, baby. Main Game Boy. Congratulations, big dog. You already know. This one, I think everybody knew. That was the great one. Mr. Universe Squid. This carrot is inspired. I think you also were really creative with this one. I think you did a great job, dude. You did a great job. This was a challenge, no doubt. You took two animals. I think probably this one of all, you took two animals that were so dissimilar and made something. You weren't afraid to get silly with it. I think you did a great job. So phenomenal work. Love this one too, Rubik. Great job. Walrus Toad. This one's the GOAT. If this was a starting Pokemon, I would pick it. No cap. Special dedication. I freaking love this one. I'm sorry that Jorge demolished yours in the group drawing. That's so funny though. I actually love that. But you did a great job here too. And I love that. And I love the pencil work. I love that you guys are using different material. Great work. Phenomenal work. This one. What can I say about this one? Blew my freaking head off. And then here's the group shot again. Great job, guys. Great job. All right. What do we say? Spent the first, 45 minutes going through everybody's work. Picked a new emote. I'm going to upload it before next week so we can all look at it. We can all have a new Hedge Cat emote together. And maybe while I'm at it, it's time for me to, upload some new. I got to add some new emotes on here anyway. It was such a pain in my freaking ass to get the emotes uploaded to Twitch the first time around that I just never went back to do it again. I uploaded it the first time and it was so annoying to upload, and then it still took 2 weeks for them to approve the things that I had drawn. And I was like, all right, I'm not doing this anymore. But I got to do it, right? It's part of the pains of being a Twitch streamer. You got to do it. Are we ready to start the drawing class? I know I was saying, I was asking earlier if there were first-time chatters. Who here is new? Because there's some stuff I got to show you. Jump scare, blinding white light. Ah! We got some newbies in the chat. I have something to show you guys before we start drawing. New, Cosmod. You're in there. I know we had a few people that were new. Welcome. Welcome to the chat. Alright? You guys may know I'm streaming. I'm not just streaming for me. No. I'm not one of these artists that just goes live and be like, oh, you can just watch me stream. Watch me draw. Those are cool too. I don't have any problem with that. I watch the streams too sometimes. But that's not what this is. Alright? This is not for my benefit. It's for your benefit. I'm handing out free game to you guys in the chat. we're going to draw something together. Okay? I'm going to walk you through exactly how to draw what I drew here. I'm going to pull it up so you can see it in higher quality on my computer. We've got two dinosaurs playing basketball. Let me pull it up here on my computer. Did you know? Yeah, me neither. Thanks for your time. Hang on a sec. Okay, let me go back here. I'm on Streamlabs, which was fucking me, but it was my own fault. Okay. Okay. Hang on a sec. This is it. Very, very nice. Download that one. Okay. Okay. File, import, image, and just now, this one. There it is. This is what we're going to draw today. Alright? I know it's a little kind of dimly lit, but I think you can at least... This will be a good resource for you guys if I have it sort of placed on the ledge here while we're drawing. Alright. Put it right here. I knew that something was wrong with that. Okay, let me up this a bit. I think it was at like 20 something. Gotta adjust to get... Yeah, that looks better. 22. Cool. So, anyway, before we start, first time chatters, this is what I want to show you. For one thing, I would love if you joined the Discord. It's totally free, and that way you can post your drawings there and see everybody else's drawings when the stream is over. Alright? If somebody wants to drop that Discord link, it's Alert Nightbot right now, they're going to drop it for you. If you haven't already, I highly encourage you to jump in. That's number one. This is the other thing I wanted to show you. Wait a minute. There we go. Thank you, Dr. Strange. Okay, these are the Beetle commandments. Alright, before we get started here, just want to show you guys what we got. What's going on? Alright, before we get started. This is an art class. I'm going to show you guys how to draw along with me. But, you know there's no rules. I have 3 commandments before we get started. Alright, and I say them every time. So if you've already heard them, you're going to hear them again. Number 1. Don't be too hard on yourself. Alright? If you were just planning on tuning in and not drawing along, I would highly encourage at least one of you who's listening right now that was like, I'm just going to listen, but I'm not going to draw. I would just stop. Whatever you're doing, it cannot be more important than sitting and drawing with your friends right now. I mean, it could be more important, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say at least one of you guys is doing something less important. So stop what you're doing. Go get a piece of paper or an index card or whatever and a pen. Look at that. Boom. That's all you need. That's it. All you need. If you have a pencil, it'll help you. If you also have a pencil, but you don't need it. If you have these 3 items, a pencil, a pen, and an index card, you have all the materials that I use when I'm drawing. Okay, draw on your skin if you have to. Anyway, when we draw, okay, no one is criticizing you except for yourself. Okay? You do not have to be too hard on yourself, okay? You don't have to be hard on yourself at all. We're doing this for fun. I would really like to encourage a lot of you guys, and I think a lot of you already have been doing this, to just be drawing in your free time because it's really fun, alright? And it's really... I want to leave this tattoo parlor. It's really fun. It's good for your brain, and I think... not to get down this rabbit hole that I'm talking about on every stream right now, but there's a lot of negative discourse and a lot of negative energy in the art community right now, which I don't like. I think that we should be encouraging more people to just draw. Just draw. Just do it. Pick up. I don't like seeing artists getting discouraged online. I love to see people who haven't drawn or think that they can't draw just starting out, because that's the beginning of your artistic journey, and you never know what's going to come of that. You never know. Look, I got to shout. I'm actually going to shout somebody out right now. All right, and this is, I really don't mean it as a slight, because this is my boy. He's a really good guy. There's this guy, NBA Paint, who I follow on Instagram and Twitter. We follow each other. Communicated a bunch. We've sent each other goodies. Talked a lot. Talked shop. Sweet guy. Really, really nice guy. He NBA, like the letters NBA _ paint on Twitter and Instagram. If you guys are aware of him, or if you're not aware of him, basically he draws basketball players or things that are going on in the basketball world. He draws these little cute like stick figures. They're like stick figures, or like they almost look like, the Cyanide and Happiness characters, like circle, little rectangle body and like stick arms and legs. And he'll take like a whatever the basketball player is, if it's like Jimmy Butler of the Miami Heat, he'll draw him as a butler, like his little guy wearing his headband, but he's also wearing like a suit and a little tray. You know what I mean? Like like a silly pun on like people's names a lot. And lately he's also been drawing logos for like funny parody logos of sports teams. So he'll take a team, like he just did one for the Grizzlies, and he'll take like their current logo and be like, this one looks like shit. And then he draws his own version, which is like this silly, like a silly version, like not like easy to draw type stuff. But because it's funny and it has character, people love it. It goes crazy. The actual sports teams, the NBA teams, are in the comments section, like, love it. The Cavaliers on Twitter just changed their profile picture to his logo that he just drew of them, his little like goofy drawing. Why am I telling you this? NBA Paint just broke 100,000 followers on Instagram. He just was posting. Just broke 100,000. Congrats, big guy. Did a great job. The man draws these little stick figures, but he's consistent, he's funny, and he believes in himself. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, all right? It's not about you. This is not at all a slight to NBA Paint, because I love that kid. He's really funny, and he's found an amazing niche for himself. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is that anybody can find their niche. You can absolutely find your niche if you have a vision. It doesn't, your skill level doesn't matter, but the first step is just starting, right? Getting better at art is only going to make you, it's going to widen your reach, right? It's almost like picture you're in a kitchen. You're at a chef's table, right? You got, let's say everybody starts out with one pot, one pan, one spatula, one knife. Okay? Beetle is looking mighty fine today, my man. Thank you, Luna Narrative. Everybody starts out, no matter what, you start out with a pot, a pan, a cooking surface, and maybe a knife, and your hands, right? Everybody's got it. With those materials, and if you have an idea, let's say your idea is the ingredients, you can cook it. You can cook it with those things, you know what I mean? You can pretty much make anything. With your hands, a knife, a pot, and a pan. You can make it work, right? Cutthroat kitchen, whatever. Chopped. You're limited, but you can make it happen. If you keep practicing, every time that you bring something, a new skill in your bag, now I know how to draw this. Now I know how to draw a dinosaur. Now I know how to draw people playing basketball. Now I know how to draw landscapes. Now I know how to shade. Now I know how to compose a shot. This is like, it's like you're gathering a whisk and a spoon and a whatever, a baking tray and a fucking what am I forgetting? A tenderizer, a blender. Anybody can cook, but the more that you practice, you're just giving yourself more and more little objects that are going to make your job easier. So that when you have an idea, think about the more that you practice, okay, maybe you're not even making anything really passionate that you care about. But you're like, let me buy a blender. Let me buy this. Let me buy that. You're not actually spending money. You're just am I making sense? And then when an idea hits you, when something hits you, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, you know what? I have this great idea for a graphic novel that I want to work on. It's great that I've been practicing, because now I've got, look at this I got a whole fucking, like, a whole kitchen in front of me. But you gotta get started. All of those skills are just little pieces of the kitchen, alright? So just keep collecting those pieces. Don't stop. Because inspiration will strike. It doesn't always strike, but it will strike. And then when it does, you're going to be ready. I know it's a little bit of a tangent, and I was just on the first commandment, but hopefully somebody got something out of that. Number 2, alright, go at your own pace. I'm going to draw this. These two velociraptors playing basketball. Okay, I'm gonna walk you through it step by step, line by line. We're gonna go really slow, but obviously, as you know, I've been watching the chat. All right, so if I breeze through something, if I don't explain it right, if something doesn't make sense, if you're falling behind, whatever, don't be shy. Message it in the chat. Let me know, because I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna do it for you. All right, there's not that many of us in here. Someday, hopefully, when there's like millions of people watching or all this crap, I may not be able to see all of your messages, but right now I can see everybody's message. So if you need help, just check, okay? And then number 3, try new things. That's how you get better, all right? That's kind of what I was just talking about with that other thing. On the days that I'm not streaming and you're just drawing on your own, okay? Don't be afraid to try something new. That is you shopping around for a new kitchen, a new utensil. That's all that is, all right? The first step of being able to draw something really well, all right, is drawing it kind of bad the first time. You got to do it, but you shouldn't be afraid to take that first step. It goes back. It's all a cycle. It goes back to the first commandment. Don't be too hard on yourself. What's the reason? Why would you be too hard on yourself? Give something a try. If it doesn't come out good the first time, great. Why doesn't it look good? And we can move forward from there. But you got to start, all right? Don't be too hard on yourself. Go at your own pace. Try new things. That's how you get better. Let's get started. I'm going to pull these up if anybody gets cranky in the chat. Sorry, I see you guys are typing, but I'm like kind of, lost in thought here. All right. With a body like that, why does Beetle Moses have to do anything? Oh, God, I don't know. Sucking at something is the first step of being kind of good at something. Jake the dog. That's so real. It's an iconic quote, and that's very real. Yeah, and just like Pope Alexander said, not the real Pope Alexander, well, maybe it's the real Pope Alexander, but in the chat, Pope Alexander, the first step towards mastering anything is accepting that you must be lame at it at first, so have fun. Spoken like a true Pope. You said it right. You said it just right. All right, here we go. Oh, what does this say? Sorry, I'm looking at everybody's messages I just missed here. Can't wait to draw with you all. I'm painting a Stoat candle holder right now, but we'll follow along as each coach. That sounds sick. I would love to see that. Hopefully you join the Discord, because I would really like to see that candle holder in the chat. Okay, let's get started, guys. Now, I know I said 2 minutes ago. Okay, I know I said that... Hang on, sorry. I'm going to adjust this slightly. That you just need a pen and a paper, which is true. Can I adjust this? How do I adjust this? There it is. There we go. Apply transformation. Just had to make it a little smaller. You only need a pen and paper, but if anybody at home also has a pencil, you can follow along with me for this part. This is how I drew these dinosaurs. This is how I draw any time that I'm figure drawing. All right? I always am drawing stick figures first. Even in the case of these dinosaurs, I'm kind of cheating the stick figures to look like a dinosaur shape, but it helps me to just build upon the skeleton. If you don't have a pencil, that's okay. It's still going to just help you kind of see where everything's going to go. But if you do have a pencil, I'd really encourage you to follow along for this part, okay? So, here's how we're going to go. I'm going to start with an oval for the head of first dinosaur. Make it a little smaller just so you guys can work it out. Okay. All right. Neck. Let's say the shoulders are about here. One arm. This is the basketball. Let's make it a little smaller. Give yourself enough room also, guys. I mean, I think it'll help to draw the skeleton so you guys can kind of see where everything's going to go. his other arm is sticking out this way. Body, okay. Down this way. Okay. Legs. It's one leg. There's a hip. Other leg. Tail's not really important, but the tail will go about here. Okay. Let's draw this other one. You can see it. Draw the other dinosaur right now. Okay, which is one head right here. My door is bothering me. It's like swinging. There we go. It's like not fully closed. Okay, neck, shoulders, one arm. His other arm is about there. Body. And their hips are a little strange, but just remember this is not a normal stick figure. This is a dinosaur. And then we're going to make these legs. Okay. And you know they've got that back bended knee. So you want to get that in there. I actually already can tell that this is going to be, it's coming out better than the original drawing. Okay. Now what I do is I turn the opacity down on this layer so it's nice and light. Just gives me that pencil look. And if you guys look really closely on my original drawings, I don't even know if you can see it on camera, but I didn't even erase any of that pencil. See, I did all of the same shit that you see right here. Can't really see it. It's very faint, but I use it. I always do this. All right, let me move this one back over here because we're going to draw the other. We're going to draw this dinosaur first. I would say this is the main dinosaur, the main event. Okay. Did everybody who wants to use pencil follow along with that bit? If not, that's okay. You guys can still at least see how things are going to be laid out. So when I'm drawing lines, you can get a feel for how large and small they need to be. Feel okay here? Pencil gang checking in, all good. Hell yeah. All right. So here's how we're going to start it. We're going to go straight line for that jaw. Upper jaw, okay. Another straight line for the bottom. And then right in the center there, it almost looks like a P. See what I mean? Like a squished P. The letter. I'm curving it up and around. Turn the opacity even lower on this. I want you guys to be able to see it, but I don't want it to distract. Okay. Let's give him an eye, which is just an oval. Two lines in the middle there. All right. Now, the top of the head. We want to do, it's very slight, but there's a bump to the back of the head, and it curves over the eyeball as well, okay? So it's almost like a 3, but it's so faint. And then we're just going to make straight and down into the snout. So there's basically 3 individual bumps here. There's a back of the head, over the eye, and then one long one going to the front of the snout. And we're going to do a similar shape across the bottom there. Just a curve at the lip, at the front of the lip, diagonal down here. And then I didn't include this in the original drawing, but I would give another little curve for the neck that would go there. Let's get that bird neck. How are we feeling so far, gang? Looking good? Good. The chat always gets quiet when we start drawing. I know it's because people are just drawing along, but I'm like, is everybody still here? Need to make your mouth bigger? Just remember, I mean, it doesn't have to be too big. It doesn't have to be too big. I mean, it is, you know, the dinosaurs, their mouth does take up most of their head, but just think about how, I couldn't find paper, so I'm using garbage based. That's the true artist way. Doesn't have to be too big. Can't type when I'm busy erasing. Classic. Alright, well, I don't want to distract you too much, but we're going to move on to the next bit here. Okay. We're just going to draw, I'm going to put this basketball here. Now, you guys can see, based on the pencil sketches, kind of what the distance I'm picturing the basketball being. But I'm not drawing the full circle, alright? I'm drawing most of the circle till about there. Okay, just give enough room to include a single claw, which is just that curvy V shape. Give it a little bump across the other side. And then from that point where the wrist would begin, ready, we're going to go straight up and curve right there. Up and curve for the other claw. Stoffel Waffle in the chat citing, what's going on, baby? How we doing? How we doing? What is this? Wait, what does this one say? Man of cheese. Who are we to trust if not our family? Sometimes one barely understand oneself. May the Lord Arabia and government salvation. Wow, that is really some Pope type shit. We doing? Okay, very nice. Okay. How are we looking, guys? Did everybody follow along to this part? I'm gonna keep moving forward. Slight bend at the forearm, okay? And a mirrored shape on this side. Not a straight line, right? I kind of like drawing forearms this way. It just gives them a little bit more definition and a little bit more life. Yeah, the piece looks like this. It is 2 velociraptors playing basketball. This is going to be the final image. When I zoom back out, I think you'll be able to see everything all at once. But here's where we're at right now. Very early on. Alright. elbow up, and a line up like that. All right, moving them right along. This is an important feature. Okay, watch how I do this. I'm drawing the bottom of his body here, and it comes down to sort of a point, actually, like where the, I guess, crotch is. But it's just the shape. It's like because they're like very flat and aerodynamic, they have this pointed underbelly, kind of. So I'm going to show you how that looks real quick. Line down, curve it in, pointed and up, just to there. Just to there. I want to give enough room for this leg, which I'm actually going to draw in just a second. So it's a straight line, and then it's this sort of J shape coming down at an angle. Okay. I'm actually going to draw the front of his thigh here. Which is a curve coming down. Okay. Angled. And then zag it back that way. Oof. There's a neck crack there. From where this knee is, I'm gonna build the meat upon it. There's some thickage going on right around there. It's just the shape of that like chicken thigh. And then it's more bumps going up to the neck. See how it's not really a perfect science? I'm kind of just like feeling it out. Bump, sort of a little bit at the shoulder, curved at the neck. That boy thick. Okay. I'm just kind of working my way through. Not really any rhyme or reason. Just like, okay, let me build. That's also what I love about dinosaurs is not that they're easy to draw, but like there's something pleasantly simple about them. You know what I mean? Like there's no frills to it. Well, you could draw them with like feathers and stuff if you're like really out of control, but that's like, it's a little extra. I really like the way you draw your lines. Thank you. Thank you. A lot of it is practice. Not that I'm like intentionally drawing anything with the like intention of, oh, I gotta make my line work better. But the more that you draw, I think just the more kind of like loose and confident you start to feel with your lines. It's funny. I'm actually like the pen that I was just using for this other. Do you guys want a sneak peek? I've been drawing a lot. Nah, I gotta keep it a Patreon exclusive. Sorry, guys, but I have some new. I do have some new comics. I just drew 5 of them in the last 2 days because I'm trying to like put a serious backlog up. And the major reason is because I actually am trying to there's a competition and there's an indie comic publisher that is taking submissions for people who have never been published before for like a 40 to 50 page graphic novel. If you submit it to them, they'll basically pay you and publish it. Like if you've never been published, or if you're like only been published like once before, but like it's for people that are kind of like me, you know what I mean? Kind of like, I mean, I'm very blessed that I think I have like, I have a little bit of a following, like I have a very like supportive like fan base at this point, but it's like I really want like I really want to actually get like published. I don't know if I have like real like respect in like the comics scene, and part of it is because I've never done anything that's like really long. But I've had this idea that I've been pencil sketching. I'm about like a third of the way through it, but I've been working through it really slowly. That I would be about it's there's no dialogue. It's all on visuals, but it's about 40 to 50 pages long. The concept, I've had it for the longest time, but I've just been too like, I don't know, lazy. Really, that's the bottom line, to actually like sit down and do the whole thing. And also, part of it is feeding the machine of the internet, like wanting to see numbers go up or more people come in and follow me, and more merchandise sales kind of requires me to be like drawing new and fresh things like very, very frequently. And so I don't feel like I give myself enough time to sit and work on like a really long piece that I can like cook for a long time. But seeing this thing, this like, oh hey, we'll publish you if you submit it, not like if we select you, basically, is a really good driving force for me to be like, okay, I should really finish this. And then even if I don't get selected, which maybe I won't, I don't know, but even if I don't get selected, then I'll have the finished product still, and I can do as I please with that. I just would love to actually have it done. Anyway, that's why I've been really backlogging comics on Patreon, and just for the next like week I've been drawing because I really want to spend the next few days drawing on this new piece, basically on the long piece. So that's where I'm at right now. That's what I've been doing like all of yesterday and today, was just drawing comics. And I know they're like web comics and they're only 3 panels, but those things, it take me a while. Like, they still take me like about an hour and a half to 2 hours to actually finish from front to back, even when I am in like total like focus. Is there a way for us to vote? That's a great question. I do not know. I think it's probably at the discretion of the publisher. It almost feels like kind of cheating if I could like summon all of you guys to vote, but maybe, and I'm not above that. So if there is a way, I will certainly be letting you guys know. Yeah, I'm really excited at the prospect of finishing it, and I think it also helps that I've also gotten a little bit like done already. That I'm like, okay, let me just continue it. It's hard. It's a big project. It's hard to get, especially like ADHD monkey brain like I have. It's really hard to sit and get motivated for like a piece that is not going to be done for like, I may not finish it for like a few weeks. You know what I mean? Even if I'm really, really like focused on it, there's something. It's hard to sit and do that, but I want to. It's worth it, so I will do it. I will power through it. Anyway, thank you guys. Okay, let's do this here. You remember how a lot like this type of the Deinonychus has these 2 little claws. And then I'm drawing 1 big claw, which is like that. It's sort of this, a C, and then this kind of S curve coming around. I want you guys to have a second to draw that. It's just 2 curvy V's, V, V, and then I just drew up here, big C, S curve, and then just connect it, straight lines, and then I'm going to bring this one up to there. The other leg is actually fairly easy because it's actually tucked behind because of the position that they're in. By the way, I was looking at a photo of 2 guys playing basketball. It's on my phone. I forgot to show you guys, but the way that I actually modeled this, I forgot to mention, was I was looking at a photo of 2 basketball players, and I drew my stick figures based on those basketball players, and then tweaked it to look to the stick figures to put velociraptors on them. But that's where I got this positioning. I don't know if I would have just been able to draw this off the top of my head in this exact position. It helped to be looking at a reference, even though I was looking at a reference of people and not dinosaurs. Oh! Sass Comics is gifting a tier 1 sub to Easily August. Based. Ahaha. Ahaha. Sass Comics. Oh my god. I'm literally gonna like just picture a time that like in some crazy universe where this stream like takes off and I have like a ton of viewers on here, and every time there's a subscription it goes ah. Oh my god. I still would love to it's all on my to-do list to get a better computer so that I could stream other stuff for you guys, like games and other, like, you know. Well, I don't know why it just does it again. My computer just does that. It just like makes several sounds. Ah. Let's see. It'll happen one day, baby. I hope so. That'd be sick. The voices are getting louder. Oh my god. Alright, we got these two. You see how the leg is... I didn't really explain this as I was drawing it, but it's just tucked behind. Same shape. The way that the Velociraptor's leg is shaped is this lightning bolt. 2 lightning bolts, basically. And then you've got the toes. So, no matter what position they're in, it is some variation of that chicken leg, that lightning bolt. Great thing to practice also when you're drawing animals, those hind haunches. Extremely useful. Great for character design, even when you're not drawing animals, like, you know, if you're a furry or if you draw like anthro, you know, sort of animals or something like that. Great use in character design if you're drawing like all kinds of stuff, and really helps you with your line work and angles and anatomy. It's like that's a good trick to pick up, and easy. I mean easy. You can learn that in 10 minutes. Two little lightning bolts, and the little feet there, the claws. All right. In this case, sometimes I worry if when I'm showing you guys too much like line by line that you may not actually be like absorbing the, what do you call it, the theory, or the, not really theory, but just like the what it's actually being represented here. But it's important when you're drawing stuff like that. I still want you to, I used to say this a lot in the early streams. I don't say it so much anymore, but like before you draw something, before you draw the line, I want you to be looking at your paper. And take that extra second and just think like, okay, how do I want this to look? Where is it going to look good on the paper? And then draw the line. Rather than just following me blindly, I want you to like look at the page and be like, okay, what does mine look like? What does Beetle's look like? His is kind of this way. Mine kind of looks this way. Rather than me just following blindly, let me see, okay, how can I add this line so that it looks right? Take that extra second, and even if you don't get it right the first time, it's just that little extra moment to think about where things are going. Alright, let's draw this tail. Easy enough. Long curve, and bring it back. Let's take a look. Alright, first dinosaur is done. Complete. Oh, actually, he's not complete. There's one bit that I forgot. His other arm, which is sticking out here. So add these 2 little bumps. It's like his shoulder sticking out. Curved lines. And then his claws, his clawed hand. That's him kind of like making space. Making room while he's going around. Gonna start drawing furries to pay the bills. Listen, man. Furry artists, not all of them, but a lot of them make a lot of money. I don't know why. Not that I don't know why. It's just, it's pretty niche, but it is a lucrative niche. Just saying. Any of you guys want to get into that? I'm not above using your powers for evil and not good. Right? As long as you're using them, I don't care. I definitely know people that make a lot of money. I know people that don't want it out there that they've made money doing that, but they have. So, take that as you will. Joe Biden commissioned somebody to draw his persona. He's got the money for it. All right, let's draw this other Dino. What do you say? Okay, we're gonna start here. Yellow Swag for sure draws furry art. I wasn't even talking about Yellow Swag, although he's mentioned this on the podcast, so I can say this. But he did draw. I think when he first like joined Twitter and had a little bit of like a wave of followers, he was so excited at the idea that people were like asking him to draw things for them, and I think somebody commissioned like, oh, can you draw my like bunny persona doing this like lewd act or something, and I think he charged them like $10 to draw something that he was like, I don't want anybody to see this, and he sent it over to them and they posted it and tagged him and they were like, bro, thank you so much, and he messaged them and he was like, dude, please delete that, please, I do not want that out there. I wasn't actually talking about Yellow Swag. I actually know somebody that's more spicy than that, but I'm not allowed to say. I'm sorry. I'm not allowed to say. Maybe I'll say it on a Patreon bonus episode. Maybe the next one we'll talk about it. But no, Yellow Swag is not who I was talking about. I didn't think he'd have shame in that. I think he's more like a little... He can be self-conscious about... Well, it's one thing that he's a little self-conscious about his drawing ability, but I think he is a little bit just like... Especially, I get it when I like... Nowadays, especially because Twitter's dog shit. It's like it's going down the shitter, and in general, it's making me look at all of this social media and be like, what is he really mad at, baby? What does it matter? None of it matters. But when you like are on a platform and you start to gain a little bit of a following, like if it starts to pick up, you do feel a little bit of that in the back of your head, like, ooh, I really got to be putting out like good material. I don't want to rock the boat on the people that are like just not following me. And so he may have felt like it being out there that he was like being commissioned as a furry artist. I don't know. I got nothing against it. I don't draw stuff like that, but that's just because it's just not my cup of tea. It's not what I do really. All right, we're gonna draw this sort of diamond, rounded diamond for the mouth. And actually, I'm gonna draw it even taller than I drew in the original one because I think that looks cooler. I did have somebody, I don't want to clown on this guy too much because I appreciate him reaching out, but I had somebody reach out to me on email that was like, hey, I like your art. I'm designing a video game, and I'm not trying to throw shade at this poor kid. He's like, I'm designing a video game, and I was wondering if you wanted to like contribute art, like do the character design for it. And I was like, I messaged him back and I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to remember how the conversation went. I was like, yeah, like, could you just show me like anything of your previous work or something like that? And he was like, well, technically I don't have any previous work because I'm still a college student, which is fine. And he was just like, but I have some proof of concept, like this is what I've drawn so far and something like that. And I was feeling like a good guy. I was like, oh, okay, you know what? I was like, you know what? What? Who knows? Maybe this kid's the next fucking who? Like Gabe Newell? I don't know. Who's like Todd Howard? Some crazy game designer that's like just starting out in college, and he's hitting me up, and I'm like, who am I? I'm not gonna be like, no, I can't do that. Sorry, kid, that's small potatoes. I was like, all right, you know what? Like, why not? I was like, you know what? That's cool. I don't care that you're a first time game designer. I think that's great, and I'd be happy to contribute art for the thing. Basically, these are my price points. You know what I mean? These are my price points. And I was kind of like, could you be more specific about, like, I guess, like, what you're looking for? Because, like, you know my style. Like, basically, like, I'm a cartoonist, essentially. And he, like, got back to me, and he was like, okay, I did some quick research, and it seems like, yeah, that seems like an appropriate price range. Which I was like, hey, you do research? What do you mean? I'm telling you the price. What's the research for? But whatever, let it slide. And he was like, yeah, like, I'm looking at your art, and, like, do you have, like, a portfolio that I could look at some of your, like, stuff that's maybe a little bit more, I don't know, like, he was, like, asking me for something weird, like, oh, do you have any stuff that's, like, 3D, or that I could look at, like, a portfolio? And I was like, all right, you know what, kid, no, I don't have any, no, I don't have that. I was kind of just thinking, like, dude, what do you mean portfolio? You're the one telling me you follow me. I'm posting my art every freaking day. You need me to compile something for you? You ask me to draw your shit. How am I going to scrape together a portfolio of something that I don't even know what you're drawing? It was very strange. I was like, I was kind of like, I don't know. I don't think I'm the right guy for the job. Good luck to you, basically. I don't know. Commissions are weird, man. I've been thinking about opening commissions because it's been a while, but they are weird. People are strange about commissions. They don't always know how to ask for them. They don't always. See how I'm just kind of tracing or like rounding. Kind of soy facing a little bit here, actually. Gotta add the teeth. They usually want to pay an exposure from what yeah, I mean, there are a lot of like actually crooked people that don't want to pay for art, and that's not. I didn't get that vibe from this kid. I just think this kid didn't know what he wanted, and I think he like maybe was. I don't really know what he was asking for. I don't think he knew what he was asking for. I didn't know what he was asking for. The whole situation was just strange. Commissioning artists is scary. I'm worried by me. Well, look, I don't want my story to make it seem like me and all my other artist friends are like, this guy asked me for a commission. Can you believe that? What a fucking idiot. I don't feel that way at all. I do commissions. I did a commission for the NBA Paint guy. It's also kind of how we became like friendly. Is that he hit me up and he was like, dude, do you do commissions? Because one of my friends is a really big Beetle fan, and I want to surprise him for his birthday and all this blah blah blah. And I was like, look, buddy, I don't usually do commissions. I'm not really in. It's not my thing, but I'll make an exception for you because I really like your art. Whatever, you know what I mean? What do you need from me? Here's my price point. What do you need? And he was like, great. And he asked me to do something that was totally in my, I think the thing is when you're commissioning somebody for artwork, ask them for something that they're going to be good at. Every artist has their thing. Like, don't go to, YOLO Swag Studios and be like, oh, can you paint a portrait of my, cat? He's like, why would you, just because somebody is an artist, a career artist, doesn't mean they're going to necessarily do the type of art that you want. You know what I mean? I think that's why I was like, when this kid hit me up, I was like, what do you mean? Like 3D art? You followed me, you hit me up. I don't post 3D art. What would make you think that I know how to do that? But this guy, NBA Paint, he was like, I had this idea for a 3-panel comic that's featuring my friend and all this and this blah blah blah, and he had like a little quick like a stick figure sketch. Like, this is how I'm picturing each panel, and I was like, dude, boom, I could do that easy. He paid me. I made it, mailed it out to him. He gave it to, printed it out and gave it to his friend. His friend probably cried tears of joy. No, I don't know, but his friend. But there you go. That was it. That's how commissions should go. I recently did my first paid commission. Main Game Boy says I recently did my first paid commission. The first one I got free because I helped them with something. That's nice. Cannot wait for them to get that. That's it. Wait, you paid for a commission or someone paid you for a commission? Either way, very fresh. Very fresh. Okay, here, let's keep moving, guys. All right, little shoulder action here. And here, bring that one over there. This arm and shoulder. And I'm just going to give him two little claws at the end there. I paid someone else for a commission. Also, the free one has a funny story to it. Well, don't hold out on us, baby. What's the story? Oh, sorry, I'm going to put teeth on this dinosaur. I forgot to do that. Remember to do them on the other side of the jaw, too. And down low. All right, let's go bottom. Oh my god, guys, I recently watched, anybody watch The Bear? That show's very, very good. I just recently binge watched it. It was awesome. I really liked it. And I'm actually really kind of a bitch when it comes to shows. It's really hard for me to get into shows. I don't like them very much. I swear, I think the last... Actually, that's not true. I've watched some good shows recently. I liked The Last of Us was good. I like that one. What else did I see? But I swear to God, the last time that I really watched a show and I was like, no season 2 spoiler, no season 2 spoiler. I won't. I'm not going to give any spoilers. The last time that I really like watched a show and I was like, what an amazing show. I swear to God, it was Breaking Bad fucking like almost 10 years ago. It's really hard for me to get into a new show. I'll usually watch a couple episodes and be like, that's cute. And I'll just go back to watching Germa or something. I really have been watching Germa recently. I always felt like I missed the boat. I didn't get it. I didn't understand why people loved him. I knew that he was a meme. But I did not, like, I didn't understand why he was so famous. I was like, why is everybody obsessed with this guy? I know he's a big-time streamer, but, like, what's the deal? Dude, I put on, like, his, like, long streams, like, his VODs or something. I'll put them on sometimes when I'm working and just, like, when he's just, like, playing, like, I've just been watching him playing, like, Simpsons Hit and Run or, like, Subnautica is the one that I'm watching him play right now. Because it's, like, funny. Like, if you're listening to it, he actually is funny, but it's also kind of just, like, I don't know, like chill. He's got a very good presence. I started watching some of his stuff when I was, like, also starting streams, because I'm like, I want to be a big-time streamer. I wonder how he does it. And I don't really know what it is. I think it's just a way about him. He's very charismatic. I don't really know if there's, like, a secret sauce. Maybe he would tell you otherwise, or maybe he wouldn't, but he is very pleasant to watch or listen to. He's just got a good way about him. Sometimes I worry that I'm too, I'm drawing the foot here, by the way. Sometimes I worry that maybe I'm too gruff. Do you guys think that? Do I seem chill or do I seem gruff to you guys? I actually thought that it actually played a little bit on my, insecurities because, it's so silly. I like, the chillest? Stop it. And I it was kind of playing on my insecurities, even though I whatever. I am what I am. Oh, can you explain the arm crossing behind the head? This bit right here? I'm sure that's what you mean. Let's go back to that. TBH, you seem chill. Thank you. I think I am chill most of the time. Here, I will redraw this arm. I think I am chill, but I tend to be excitable. You know what I mean? Especially with the Beetlemoses thing, I get like I'm very amped up. I'm very amped up at the idea of being like a career artist. I've always wanted that, and the fact that it's actually happening, it's really hard for me to like cool my jets sometimes. I'm a little over eager, and I was playing. I'm gonna redraw this arm in just a sec. I promise. I put one of the clips of me talking about art Twitter. Oh, aha! As SAS Comics is gifting a tier 1 sub to the community. They gifted it to Quinn TV. Ah, thank you. They've gifted 20 subs to the channel. Dude, my God, am I putting you out of house and home? Thank you, SAS Comics. Isn't it worth subscribing just to hear the It's just so good. My kids will never go to college now. That's okay, because they'll be subscribed to the channel. I got your education right here, baby. I got your education right here. Do you guys hear that? My computer is like I think it's OBS or something. I don't know why it does that. It plays it over again. But it's like glitching out over its up. Anyway, I posted one clip of me that was talking about what I'm always talking about, which is that art Twitter is a bunch of fucking whiny babies. And I was saying, no, take your meds. Studio Zero, local celebrity in the chat. What's going on? Hey, Harris, how goes it? I'm just chilling. How you doing, baby? I saw you on, you guys may like to know, Studio Zero was on I saw him chatting with my friend House of Decline on Twitter Spaces last night. So basically, celebrity, famous. That dude's got 100-something thousand followers on Twitter. Amazing, based, incredible. Studio Zero, funny fucking guy. And he's also a member of the Patreon. That's why I know. You see how I shout people out when they come in here? Trash Bins, Studio Zero, local celebs. It's a very high bar of entry to those spaces. It's very true. You know what they say? Twitter? No thank you. I only use Reddit. Anyway, I was talking about on this clip that I posted, because I like posting clips sometimes, even though I think Elon deboosts videos. Like, I think videos just cannot, like, it'll be up for like a week and it'll only have like 300 views or something. I don't know why. Like, videos just don't do well on Twitter for some reason. It doesn't matter. There's so many video platforms that I don't give a fuck. But anyway, I posted that one. Sometimes I like posting clips of the stream if I feel like, everybody should see this. Especially, I like art Twitter knowing, like, I'm looking at you. You guys are a bunch of fucking bitches. And in this particular case, I was saying something like how, same as usual, that art Twitter loves being like, the art world is over. I give up. Everybody else give up with me. It's not good enough that I just give up because I'm a whiny baby. I need to go on Twitter and make everybody give up with me. Let's all roll around in the mud. It's over. We're never going to be artists. We're never going to make money and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm always like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. I just watched the movie Aliens, plural, the James Cameron one, the sequel, which, quick tangent, I know that a lot of people cite that as better than the original. I just would like to know, like, who's your crack dealer? Like, in what universe is Aliens? This is actually my first time seeing it, which is crazy because Alien, the first one, is like my favorite movie. But I knew that the second one, it is my favorite movie. But the second one, I know that everybody's like, yeah, it's like better than the first one. It's like the first one, but it's like action. It's like way better. But I'm like, I don't like that. I don't want an action movie. If I wanted an action movie, I would watch an action movie. I love the first Alien movie because it's like brooding and it looks beautiful and it's like insane. I love that the child who is very much not a baby instantly decides Ripley is her mom after like 3 hours. I know. They're two different genres. Alright, they're two different genres. I'm not totally discrediting. It's still a good movie, alright? Guys, it's Kino. It still gets the fucking stamp of approval. I'm just saying, I went into it with this mindset that I'm like, oh baby, all right, I guess it's gonna be better than the first one because that's what everyone says, and now it's on fucking Hulu or whatever. So I watched it, and I was like, that was good, but that was not better than the first one. Give me a break. Give me a break. Uh, do you think Ripley's hot? No question. Beetle Moses letterbox 1. I do have a letterbox, not under the name Beetle Moses. It was before I started Beetle Moses. I had a letterbox, but it's way too cringe. There's absolutely no reason to go on there. But I did put there's some movies on there that I ranked higher than you might have assumed, actually. I had a recent rewatch of the movie Disturbia with Shia LaBeouf, and I gave it a very good rating. Because that movie's Kino. That movie's good. It's one of them that's like, it's aged really bad, but it's aged bad in a way that's good. It adds to the flavor because you're like, holy shit, this is so fucking 2006. But anyway, the reason I brought up Aliens is because there's a character in the movie, one of the soldiers, if you guys remember, if you've seen the movie, as soon as they become stranded on the alien in the colony, and I think like their communications are ceased. There's what, 6 or 7 of them like left on the planet. And there's one of them that's just like, we're dead. What are we going to do? We're dead. We're dead. And they're literally all like, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Even though that guy is kind of right. It's like, shut up. And then he dies in this horrific, violent way. And you're like, thank God. Fuck that guy. Why are we all like that? Why do we hate that guy? And I literally said in my head when I watched that, I was like, Art Twitter, why do we hate that guy? What is it about him? They're all in a bad situation. They all know that the situation is... They all know that the situation, they're like doomed. Hudson was the best. Everybody's like, don't talk shit about Hudson. No, but like he's like in the beginning. Okay, maybe he saves it. Maybe there's time he redeems himself. I honestly can't remember that. But in that moment, he's just like blubbering, and they're all like, shut the fuck up. Are you going to be in the moment? Are you going to be in the moment? Or are you going to do this? And didn't they digitally remove Ripley's mink hair? That's true. It's a real fact. Yeah, apparently it took a really long time. Like, it added like 7 months to the release time so that they could like digitally remove her hair in her ming hair. Anyway, when that guy was bitching and moaning, I was literally like, that is why I hate Art Twitter. That's why. Because, yeah, we all recognize... Yeah, the spaceship took off and we're on a planet of bloodthirsty aliens. Most of us are not going to make it. But the one guy that is just shitting his pants and shrieking about it, you want to... He is the worst part of the situation. You're like, I'd rather be here without you because this is horrendous. That's how I feel about Art Twitter. Tangent after tangent. I'm so sorry. I posted that video of me ranting about it a few weeks ago on Twitter. And somebody commented and was like, the delivery's not my cup of tea, but overall I agree with the message or something like that. And I was like, I wonder what I saw that and I was like, thank you, but also, what was the cup of tea? Like, which part of my delivery was not your cup of tea? I was like, I don't think I said it in any, like, really... But then I was like, maybe I'm too harsh. Maybe it was being too harsh. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't their cup of tea. Okay, I forget who asked to redraw this arm, but if you're still watching, I'm going to show you how to draw this arm a little bit more closely. But this is a perfect example of... Okay, you can look at my drawing, and you can look how I'm doing it. Okay? But most importantly, you should be looking at your drawing, because these little lines and the way that they're positioned, I guarantee it's going to be slightly different on your paper. So you don't have to block it out or really do it exactly like I'm doing it. Just use it kind of as like a reference. All you got to picture is that there's an arm... See, that's sticking out here with the stick figure, basically. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just filling in the areas And then here's his little claws. That's it. That's really it. Not much else to it. Still watching what I think I got it now. Okay, good. Took your advice about looking at your drawing and how a line will look before trying to blindly copy. That's exactly right. That's exactly how you should do it. Because your position might be slightly different. Is this a Toronto Raptor? It very well could be. I think based on the color, if you wanted to color it in that way, it absolutely could be. All right, let's draw this other foot. Anyway, so yeah, that person said that my delivery wasn't their cup of tea, which I was a little bit disappointed because I was like, well, you know, I really want this to be a welcoming environment. I want people to be able to just jump in and draw along and enjoy and chill and da-da-da-da. I don't want to come across as, like, you know, a dick or something. Like, what do you guys think? Am I fostering a good environment for everybody? Or do I need to cool it down a bit? Okay, let me actually... I'm just doing this so blindly right now, or like without explaining. Okay, up at the elbow here, watch this. You are fostering hate, and that is good. Okay, good. I'm making this sort of J shape coming down. Okay, bend it up. That's the knee, right? A little too good, more toxicity. Also, about that funny story I asked him about, this is the commission that main Game Boy did, or paid for, or got for free. I asked him about it, and I did sketches questions with them. I waited like 3 months and asked how it was going. It had been done and just legit forgot to send the files, lol. It's okay, they're chill about it. My commission for real soon. That's nice. Hater mode is good. You guys know. I mean, especially if you watch Cold Cuts, you know I love going hater mode. And there's a lot of people online that need to get hated on. But I really do try to curb myself more these days because I really want to... Look, my buddy Frank Jeffsey, talk to him. He gave me advice, but not advice, but kind of just like this is how he did it when he was coming up. Frank Jeffsey, first of all, is the sweetest fucking guy. He's so talented, and he was very helpful when I was starting streams. I asked him some advice, and he was really helpful about it. And also, he was really helpful teaching. He taught me how to use FL Studio. I had some questions for him there, and he was really helpful there too. Frank Jeffsey, sweetest guy. But when he was teaching me that FL Studio stuff, we were also just chatting about, like, we were kind of also just talking about other creators and people that we maybe like or maybe we don't like or so and so. And he was just saying, he was like, dude, in the beginning, when I was getting started, I was pretty much just nice to everybody. And I think that's actually, like, a good way to do it. You want to be nice. There's no reason to be mean to people if they haven't slighted you, even if you don't like their work. If you really don't like them, there's no reason to be friends with somebody if you have a gut feeling. But if there's somebody that I'm just like, you're annoying because I don't like your work, I used to be more vocal about it, and now I'm like, I'm not going to say anything. But the people who are annoying are art Twitter, are those art Twitter people. They're my least favorite type of people. Okay. And some of them I hate follow. That's the worst part. It's my own fault. Alright, straight line coming up for the foot here. You're like the IRA of art Twitter. Cool and based. I tend to not be in hater mode. Like, you need to be a legit actual alpha person for me to go hater mode. I used to be like that, but as I'm getting older, my patience is so thin. There's a couple people that I follow that I literally can't. I literally hate follow at this point. I followed them because I like their art, and they post so much annoying crap that I'm at a point where I have to, like, screenshot it and be like, do you believe this But I try not to talk about it on podcasts or publicly. You know? So you gotta air it out with your close friends, but that's it. I would never do anything or say anything mean to them. Anyway. Alright, let's finish this up. We're almost done. Bring that knee down, the inner knee, and fold it. Nice. That's some good perspective, actually, right there, because we got the knee in front of the foot. Okay. Let's just draw this tail. which I basically just drew going in the opposite direction of the other tail. And I think we're done. Hell yeah. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Yo. Oh, and then I gotta draw the basketball lines, which on the basketball are curve, another curve, curve going the other way, so it makes kind of like a curvy H, and one in the middle. It's a basketball. Alright, let's color these bad boys in. We say. Let's see here. Now, I would love to see you guys do some really creative color work. I think you absolutely could do stuff like that. Stripes, spots, whatever you have in mind. I would love to see some of you guys do stuff like that. Right now I'm just going to fill things in kind of basic to give you an idea of how I would do it. Whoops. Nice. Nice. Look at that. That actually came out kind of fresh. Let's go. I'm just getting some crosshatch work in here. You guys know I like to kind of like zhuzh it up. For this, I'm just kind of picturing like where the light would be falling and areas that are like on the opposite of where the light are falling. That's where I would include some shade. Let's do this one too. Look at that. Love that. Pretty fresh. I'm very excited to see everybody's drawings here. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen. You should make their bellies big, haha. No! Jiggy in the chat. Another local celebrity. Haha, that would be good. Fuck! No! No! Get out, mods! Anybody? Oh my god. You want to hear something crazy? Jiggy said that they were going to mail me stickers, and they lied to me. They never arrived. I never got them. All I'm have to say is don't trust everybody you're friends with online. Don't trust them. I'm just kidding. I think they did mail them out, but they didn't arrive, so I never got them. But I believe that they mailed them out. Please. I was I was texting and I was like, I of all people know that USPS fucking sucks, so you don't have to explain mail issues to me. It happens. What was I going to say? First of all, I'm very, very excited to see everybody's drawings in the Discord. If you have been watching and following along this whole time, if it's your first time watching and you don't follow me, I would appreciate a follow on Twitch, because that way you'll get a notification the next time that I go live. The Discord, if somebody wants to drop that Discord link one more time, is totally free to join. You can jump in there. You can post your art. I'm very excited to see everybody's drawings. Yeah, I'm really hyped to see everybody's drawings. Thank you, main Game Boy. My VOD is the same as what it is here. It's Beetle, same everywhere. There, it actually just dropped right there. YouTube.com/@BeetleMoses. I'm going to be posting this VOD. I'm going to get it upload. I'll just get it uploaded tonight. Why not? Oh my god, it's almost 10 o'clock my time. Crazy. So, and what else was I going to say? Let's see. If you want to support me anymore, obviously, I have prints. If you scroll right up there in my bio, I have a shop there. I have a ton of prints. Plus, I have stickers, which come with every order. They're included in there. I would love to mail some art out to you. I ship international, and it helps me keep going. And also, finally, if you want to see, I actually have like my next 4 days of comics that I'm going to be posting are all on Patreon already. So if you want to see early access to Beetle Moses comics, early access to YOLO Swag Studios comics, we have over 50 bonus episodes of Cold Cuts podcast are on there. So if you just really can't get enough of me talking, and I really get shit talking on that podcast, shiitake, it's all there. You could join the Patreon. We have an unbelievable community of people. A lot of them are in the chat right now. Hopefully they will vouch for me. It's an extremely fresh community. Everyone is super funny. And tomorrow night, we're going to be playing Jackbox and Gartic Phone with everybody. We got a lot of new people in there who haven't played it with us yet. So tomorrow night, we're going to be playing with the whole group. So if you want to join that community, it really helps me and Zach. Everybody hates each other and we beat each other up. That's true. Everybody is super fresh. You get a bunch of extra cool goodies there too. And if you really just want to see the comics I'm going to be posting the next few days before they come out, they're sitting right there for you. Go on Patreon, they're sitting right there. Anyway, I think that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you in the Discord, and I will see you next week. I'll see you next week. The DDES collab went hard. Who's that? DDs? You're going to have to message me, baby. I'll see you in the thing. All right, love you guys so much. I will see you in the chat. Femboy Hooters, hairy Jewish man Hooters, forever, baby. I'll see you later. Bye. See you next week.